See, the energy's gone. You started out twice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes you cuck up.
You're fired.
Oh, man. I blame the guy with cuck on his shirt. Oh, I'm in charge.
How do you like that?
Oh!
This episode brought to you by Cucks. We're everywhere.
What is the bottom word?
Cuck life.
Irish.
Ooh.
The middle words are of thee. This is my St. Patty's shirt.
It does look like cuck, though.
It does say cuck. That's a C.
It also looks like you could totally pass it off as it says luck of the Irish.
Yeah, it's like it could be a fancy L.
It's like, yeah, you
It's
could. I feel like you could.
I
You get away with it.
specifically picked this font for this T-shirt for a reason.
It's because you're a fucking cuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the border.
But everybody was like, "Oh, look at the Irish."
Chris
What
showing
does your
some
shirt say?
ink.
Oh, look at the Irish.
Chris coming to you live from the... I assume Vegas.
Las Vegas Boulevard.
Let's go.
What hotel are you staying in?
Can we take a second?
MGM Grand Hotel.
Nice. And who's on the wall behind you?
Trump.
That's my painting.
You brought your own
I
art
brought
to
it
your
with me.
hotel.
Just to be comforted.
That's such a great fucking idea. Just
a
take your
power
art
move.
with you to redecorate hotel rooms.
You're only there
That's
for
not a
2
bad
days.
idea to just leave it in there.
Dude, you totally could
Just
just
take
leave
their
it
painting
there.
down and leave your
You
shit
could
in
leave
there.
it there.
Oh my god.
Nobody would notice.
Nobody would notice. The fucking...
I'm gonna. Let's have a good session tonight because I'm gonna go spend a bunch of money in the casino after. So
Please don't tell me how to
I hope I
GM. I'm doing it. Now I feel like
do
there's
it.
pressure.
Wish me luck.
Dude, you better play
Have
some
you
roulette.
gambled at all yet?
Not today. No, I just got here like maybe 5 minutes ago, and gotta play roulette. So
Hell yeah.
Dang, you showed up and
Funny.
slammed that computer in. Ready to go.
Yep.
That's commitment to the stream. I'm
It
like Danny who
literally
couldn't make it
took
last
me-
week because he
I
had
was
friends
like-
or something.
we texted me, and I was literally setting it up. Like I was
I did have
trying to get
friends
my
last
laptop to work for a half hour.
Well, I hope you broke up with them. I hope your friend broke up.
I'm gonna send you videos, Clay, because it was incredible.
We'll see. I'll be the judge. So, welcome back, all of our fans, obviously. I don't want to just welcome some of the fans, I want to welcome all of them. Those fans, you know, we really wouldn't be here without them.
What is going on?
Are you like stalling for time? Or...
He's floundering! It's a filibuster!
I wasn't ready mentally. The stream just came on. And then I was too busy complaining about it when it came on a second time.
This is meta.
It's
What happened last time? We killed some gentlemen in town. Yeah, so after you guys got to the bottom of the riddle in Stone's book, you found out that the drug trade and the reason the kobolds were ravaging was because of some drugs that were being left around, and you found that there was a preacher man who was behind it, along with his, what do you call it?
young boy, associate, and another guy.
The guy is worthy other thing. The young boy is just a young boy who picked the wrong side. He wasn't. There was no shadowy machinations from the young boy.
Well, the group doesn't know that. We don't know that.
Okay,
We're just
yeah,
assuming here.
you definitely asked though, and he told you about it. But yeah, you chased him down. You found that Corbin Bean was indeed the KB from the list, and then when you challenged him about it in the Two Goats Inn, fight broke loose. And some townsfolk died. A boy died. Was Jeb there? What happened to him?
He left.
Okay.
Old
No
Jeb.
townsfolk died.
What?
Well, besides the townsfolk we killed, nobody like inadvertently died.
I mean, Isaac died upstairs with a knife in his throat.
Yeah,
I don't
not
think that was-
inadvertently.
that was inadvertently.
That was.
Nobody died that we didn't plan on killing.
Nobody
That's
died. At
look,
least
there were no
one.
accidental deaths.
One person in the party planned on killing. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
So now we come back right after the fight. Corbin and Krell's body outside, or Corbin pinned against the wall, or I guess he's draping now. We pulled the bolt out of the wall, and Krell's body out in the mud of the streets, sitting at a bar. The smell of the wood smoke in the air. The windows broken, chairs thrown about. You guys are at a bar drinking after a pretty aggressive fight.
So I tell everybody that got some coins off of Krell outside, and everybody get 50. I split those up evenly.
I would like to look around the bar and do an assessment of the damage.
This is coming right off of the fight, is where we're picking up. But okay. I got you.
Well, while I'm having, like, we're at the bar drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to, like, look around the room. Not like, just...
I don't even think you need to roll. Broken glass, scorched walls, burnt countertops. Basically, all the wood in the room is, like, charred in some way. Not like over the entire square footage, but like every board is a piece of chard. You know, like no surface is uncharred. There was fire and lightning being shot and ricocheted off stuff. Paintings ruined. The big glass window at the front's shattered. The door is broken.
What state is the large pool of blood that I was formerly laying in look like? Is it dried now, or is it still just...
No, it's like it's not been that long. Like it's been 2 or 3 minutes after the end of the fight, and you guys are just picking up.
Well, guys...
I'm unhinging what's his face off the wall.
Yeah, you pull the bolt out, and he kind of slumps down.
I use my heroic ability.
And you kind of hear this, like, as the air kind of comes out of what was trapped inside his body as he slumps over.
Jesus.
So you wanted to use your heroic ability?
Yes, I would like to use miraculous recovery if I can, because I am very near death.
You have to use 2 story points for that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think you do. Never, yeah, that's
you have
right.
to. You have to.
Let me. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to use them though. I don't want to do that. Can I just do a medicine check?
Did we do medicine checks at the end of last session? I think we did do some basic healing, I thought. Because we picked
I
cap
didn't
one
do
off.
anything.
I think that
I
was
think
all
we like
did,
got
though.
somebody up. That was it. Because I'm still at like,
How much health are you missing?
well, about a 13.
we do that
I have 1
post-fight
left and 2
strain
strain left.
We did that, I thought.
Okay.
We did
I
something.
don't think we did
Alright,
that
Go ahead
either.
and do
Yeah,
a
yeah,
medicine.
I
That's a
still have
cool
8
check right
strain.
Yeah, we did. It's right
Yeah, I
there.
see the cool check right there.
I must have just
Go ahead and do
like
the medicine
1.
check.
Yeah, I did get 1. Okay.
Oh.
I rolled it twice.
Depends.
My bad. The first one.
Yeah, you're like almost dead, and it's harder on yourself. So
Yeah.
it's
What's
hard.
that cool check again?
The cool is like to recover strain
was,
after a fight.
Successes are
1 strain.
we get 4 strain then?
Well, cast.
Yeah, looks like it.
I guess we're even now. And I just take my mug and
Yeah.
hit
Cheers.
yours. So, now what's the next move? Should we get the hell out of here?
I don't think the townsfolk are gonna be too happy. We should
You think?
probably.
Dave?
It was like the dead of night.
We should possibly leave and maybe. Oh, we should stop by the cathedral.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cathedral's a strong word.
Oh.
It's like a one-room church.
Okay.
Should we do something with the bodies then? At least put them in a closet or maybe bury them?
Can I find, like, I'm sure they have, like,
Just shut the
tablecloths or linens or something, right?
There's probably like a bar rag. But like, no, they don't have tablecloths. Like, it's not a
Or
nice
walk
place.
outside and just see if anyone is noticing or looking.
Oh, but they have inns upstairs, right? Can I grab, like,
Yeah, you can go upstairs.
grab sheets?
Yeah.
No, just, like, old school body mummified bag.
Do something
You just
with
bagging
leather
and
straps you
tagging?
got?
Yeah, I'll just tie them up with my leather straps. Check how many I have.
For...
I'll use 4.
Okay. So you bagging up all 3 of the bodies? There's 2 that are out, one that's outside in the road. Krell's out in the middle of the road, just mud laying in it.
I don't care about Crow.
With no armor or anything on it. Bell took his armor off.
I'll just body up Isaac and what's his face.
Okay.
Wait, what happened to Isaac?
Oh, Bell killed him.
I don't think anyone saw it.
I went upstairs.
Yeah. It
He
would
probably
probably be
put 2 and 2 together.
pretty clear with the knife, like, slit throat. It was a very non-accidental wound that he succumbed to. Did you even slit his throat, or did you just stab him in the throat?
Yeah,
It was just like a-
cut his-
I think you just
I think
stabbed
They
it.
just stabbed him in the throat.
I think
yeah,
you just, like,
that's
put
right.
it in and then pulled it out.
Yeah, I did, yeah. That's accurate. But I think it would be, like,
So
noticeably
whatever that would look like.
violent.
A guy slumped against a wall with just a stab wound in the throat.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
what
go,
are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go bring Krell's body in and then we can figure out what we're doing.
I'll help cast us with Krell's body.
And so you guys kind of go out in the rain. It's
Can I have a look before, just to see if anyone sees? I don't want to
yeah.
No, I just killed him.
Make a perception check. That didn't work right. Try again. Yeah, you don't see anybody out there. Though you're just looking for anybody else.
Yeah.
There's nobody else out there. Like right now, it's probably 1 a.m.
Okay. Well, I grab his torso and I nod at Bill to grab his legs. Then we haul him
And
back
it's
into
like
the.
it's probably a good 4 or 5 inches of mud now, and it's still raining pretty
Awesome.
hard. So it's kind of like
fine.
you're dragging him.
We just want to put him inside temporarily,
Okay.
and then once I get in there, maybe we should split up, and a couple of us should try to clean up as much as we can, and the others go check out
God.
the church. Because we
What's
need
I
the
don't think
church?
there's any cleaning this up other than burying the body. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I would.
It's
I would at least like.
I
to
think
try to
someone
do-
should probably be here in case Barney comes back.
I would like to at least
I
try to
don't want
fix
to be
the
here in
window.
case Barney comes back.
I want to leave right now.
Out of all the things you want to fix the window, the shattered glass.
If you guys can use magic, fix stuff.
Because nothing else is really
Yeah.
broken. I mean, there's shit's burning.
Dude, it's
shit.
on. It was on fire. Like,
It's not
Yes, I
bugged.
gave him
gonna
100
sting.
silver. It'll be okay. 100 silver is
It's
so
bad.
much
Like, there's
money.
holes in the roof, right? Like, it's burned, like...
Yeah, there's like,
water
so like,
coming in.
imagine like lightning arcing off of surfaces, catching them on fire, glasses breaking, there was a cask that was broken,
Like, it's
big pool
total...
of blood on the ground, tables and
fine.
chairs like knocked over there, probably a few of those are broken and the kind of chaos. The window that's like, picture like a big panel glass at the storefront that's shattered, like it's shattered. Not still together, because there's no laminated glass, right?
Maybe we should
Glass
just go to the
that's shattered
church.
in chunks.
Why would you need to go to the church, Cassius?
Look for some sort of proof of Kaylee and Krell's badness. I can't find the words.
I'll go with you.
misdeeds.
Well,
Alright.
I'm not gonna stick around and wait to get killed by someone else, that's for sure. I can guarantee you that right now.
I'm not planning on sticking around.
Okay.
Should we at least leave a note?
How about another drink for the road?
Oh, yeah.
I leave another 10 silver on the and fill up another drink.
What do we do with the bodies? Are we just gonna leave them?
Just leave them there.
Are we all in agreement?
Yeah?
Okay.
I'll leave another 50. I'll leave another 50 silver.
Okay.
And off to the church.
Alright, so you guys drag the bodies inside and line them up, wrapped in sheets and leather straps. The residual blood and mud on some of them kind of start to bleed through the thin bed sheets that you wrapped them in. Like feet and neck and like around the middle to keep the sheets tight. There's leather straps from cannon. Broken ale, the smell of burnt wood. You guys head back out into the dark night in the heavy rain, pushing through the deep mud as you all enter the night and head back towards the church. And as you guys are kind of walking down the road and up the hill towards where the church is, it's just this dead of night, heavy rain all around you, and you approach the church that it's dark in the windows and no lights coming from inside.
I'll catch up with you boys.
Okay.
I need to run through the cemetery real quick.
I just turned to open the door.
The front door probably is secured. So you pull on the handle, it kind of moves like an inch or so, but there's definitely, it's not opening easily.
Does anyone know how to pick a lock?
When you
I
look at
find
the
any
door,
key,
there's not
I
any
search.
like keys on it. Use the front door.
Yeah.
You probably discern that it's a drop bar
Hard.
inside. Yeah, it's not. There's not like key locks on it. But it's just like you pull, like you can get a little gap, but like that's when it's not the tightest drop bar.
Can I stick my
Slide your sword
dagger up?
there?
Yeah, you can probably get a blade in
Yeah.
there. One of you guys want to make a skullduggery check?
Skullduggery? I can do a skullduggery.
Right, so as you kind of jam your knife in there, as Cassius is pulling back on the door, you feel the bottom side of the bar, and you just kind of switch up quickly, and you hear this clank, 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 as wood hits the floor, and the door kind of comes loose.
Alright, I got it.
And so you guys open the door to the church, and I don't know if you guys have any lights out, but probably the pale blue light of the crystals, you guys will pull them out to look inside. You see the wooden pews and the small church that you guys had attended a sermon or a mass in before. Nothing in the main room really, a few windows, and the pews go up to the podium at the front, which behind it there's the small door to the private chambers in the back.
I'm gonna pull the light out of my armor and just start walking back towards there.
Before we get too far along in the church, would I have felt anything in the cemetery?
You probably feel it when you start to get near the church. I think you wouldn't necessarily need to go to the cemetery itself.
Okay.
He's kind of in the area, the building and the area around it. So, if you want to go to the graveyard, but you could probably feel it most places. As you kind of got close, you'd be able to feel it, and you'd feel him kind of haunting the area, not necessarily just the graveyard.
So
Because he was the old priest, right?
Yeah. So you can decide where you want to go to do this. If you'd want to be private or...
Can I guess, can I feel where he is?
It's not like he's in that corner, but like it's this atmosphere of feeling the presence around you.
Okay.
Not necessarily any one direction or any one spot, but...
Ultimately.
I guess in order to do anything, I'm gonna have to roll these 2 story points. So I'm probably just gonna wait. If I feel his presence, I'll just say it's been done. Out loud.
Because as you kind of get into this church, you hear Cap 1 say it's been done, and...
He's a weird
Cap
one.
You don't hear a response or anything like that, but you kind of... If you pay attention, it almost seems like a breeze goes through the church, but it's not coming in the door, it's more going out, and like a pressure kind of releases.
The Mufasa one?
Like a sigh. Like there's almost a sigh.
Mufasa wind.
Call it that.
That's
dude.
my next character's
Never like
name.
a spirit is dispelled.
First name Mufasa, second name Wind.
Great character name.
Well, it seems the old priest before our friend KB his spirit is now at rest. It appears to be that way, but I can't be sure.
I
Go
bust
walk to
open
their
this
office.
door. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right behind him.
So as you guys kind of go up, this door is not locked. It opens, and as you guys kind of peek in, it's a small room, maybe like 15 feet by 12. It's not a very big room in the back. There's another door to the back side of the church. In the corner, there's a small single bed with just a basic pillow and blankets on it, and a small desk with different, like an inkwell and taper candles put out, and like puddles of melted wax around. A bookshelf with a few books on it, and just a chest.
Alright, Cannon, let's search for anything we can use.
Right, I'll go for the chest, you go to the desk.
Alright.
Alright, you guys want to both make them...
Can we just do an assisted check, or search the room, or
Or
should we
just
do
two,
individual?
it might be 2 different things, so.
Yeah.
Let's do, what was I doing? Perception checks for these? I think so. You want to do perception or like a knowledge adventuring? Either way, I kind of would accept.
Yeah, I'm gonna do perception.
My new talent's coming in hard today.
Alright, so these 2 boost dice are aggressive.
Yeah, uncanny senses.
Cast it says you approach the desk and you see lots of kind of papers and letters and things like that, and as you're reading through, some of them are new sermons or things like that. You see the Book of Akna there and some other tomes that are from scholars or monks that seem to be about the religion and following the laws of Akna. But as you kind of are looking through the drawers on the desk, you find some correspondence letters to the Church of Akna in Corin, to the Cardinal. Cardinal, what do I call him? I think it's a dumb name. Cardinal Donnerin. With my
You type it out.
Donnarin. Donnerin. Like Donna.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rin. And they're basically updates from the church and correspondence between them, basic business, talking about how things are going in the church, and then return letters to them. You see that the one on the desk was currently a reply. It's signed Brother Anthony. Oh, I dropped my pen lid. I needed to get it.
What are the contents of it?
It's just a correspondence, so it's like, Cardinal Donner, and things have been going well here in Stonesbrook, and we're all doing well. It's basically an update on the state of the town, saying that everything is good, and giving an update on just what's been going on, just basic updates. Signed Brother Anthony.
And who is Anthony?
Oh, I'd say he's the. Did you say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
You haven't met anyone named Anthony. Cassis hasn't, or heard of anyone. Kanan, as you're opening the chest, you see clothes, some basic monk's robes, and then as you kind of dig deeper down, you see some nicer, different traveling clothes, finer leathers. Basically a set of a custom leather armor that is a soft, oiled black leather, matte, and with these leather straps that keep it tight onto your body.
Are they fashionable?
It would not necessarily be fashionable, no. More is, you'd think that if you saw someone in these, they would probably be up to no good, or it seems as if they were mostly for keeping quiet.
Well, from my
Soft
knowledge,
leather,
from
soft
where I'm
leather.
from, would I know this, like... Well, I guess you're telling me right now, but, like,
Yeah.
okay.
So
We're
it's not
sneaking
like,
about stuff.
Yeah, it's not like any sect, or there's no markings on it or a certain
Okay.
style of any areas, but it's a really soft leather that's oiled well so it doesn't creak or pull. It's not made shiny like some leathers, it's very matte. So, and it's just a dark black color.
I would love to put at least those in my backpack.
Okay. Yeah, so just put, I was gonna call it matte black leather, or just soft oiled leather armor.
Are we in more like an office right now, or is it kind of like?
No,
an
it's like
office
the
slash
back
bedroom?
room that he lives in. It's just like the one room in the back of the church that the person there gets to live in.
Can I look under the bed?
Yeah, there's not any chests or anything like that. There's just a few like random, like it's dirty. It's
Can we do is there like... Can we look for like a secret compartment or something?
yeah.
I sit on the bed.
That you can do skullduggery or knowledge of entering. Either one.
He loses his hand.
So as you're looking around and you go towards the bookshelf and you're kind of looking through, you feel some of the books and you're looking through them, and as you open some of the books that are different, I don't know what you'd call them, but the books written by monks about the Book of Akna, kind of, you know, their takes on it and their interpretations. But as you open them, the pages are cut out, and inside there's some small gold ingots, maybe 1.5 inches wide and 4 inches long, maybe an inch thick, just like smaller gold ingots.
What
You're
are
gonna
these?
find
Do I know?
4 of them. They're gold. It's the metal.
Oh, okay.
They're 4 of those in books, but no compartments or like anything other than that. Basically, just some hidden wealth. You would know that gold's. It's like it's gold. It's worth money. It's the most expensive traded, you know, sought after metal.
Yeah, I would like to try to pocket that.
Yeah, you got them. Just put 4 gold ingots.
Could each have one, guys.
I would like to try to pocket it.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone's watching. Are you guys all doing your own thing, looking around?
I'm just
Who
sitting
else
on
went to
the
this
bed.
office? It was just.
It's
oh yeah.
me and Castus.
Cap1 came in and sat down. So yeah, it's up to you. I don't think anyone's looking, so I'm not gonna make you do any checks or anything.
Okay.
I don't.
Have you
feel
found
good.
anything, Cannon?
Others really. Cap1, you want some new cloaks? There's some in this chest.
What is the state of my leather armor right now? Just bloody, I would imagine.
I think it had some cuts in it, and yeah, it was like bloodied a bit. So I think it was like it's seen battle. It's not the newest, but these ones seem pretty fine.
Is there an? Do I need to upgrade my condition?
Oh no, I'm not gonna retroactively make you do that. This other armor would seem very much nicer though, and it's
The other armor's in my backpack.
So mechanically, it adds some boost to stealth checks. It's like a stealth armor, the one that Cannon found.
Okay. He took that though, right? So the
Yeah.
only thing left are the traveling.
Oh,
Yeah, the cloaks and stuff, the
Yeah.
the robes.
Yeah, so those would be just heavy robes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
What about under the bed?
Under the bed there wasn't anything
Nope,
really.
there's
Like it's a
nothing
pretty
under
bare room.
Good. I'm gonna rip open the mattress and find some money. I'm just.
Alright, so you kind of go over and Cap1 sitting there. You stab your dagger into it and cut into it, and it's just like some old hay and grasses in there. Honestly, it kind of smells like it's not fresh. You kind of reach around in there, and it's just kind of dry and itchy.
I don't even budge. I don't move. I'm just sitting on the bed with my head in my hands. Just sort of like.
Well, I don't think we found anything in here to exonerate us.
Should we get going then?
Well, you need to face the town, the 4 of us, and try to explain what happened.
You came in there, the armor, the gold, and the letters.
There's only a couple letters here that have correspondence to somewhere in Corin.
Oh, wait a minute. Kanan, do you still have that letter? The letters regarding the orders for the purple drugs?
I do. Yeah.
Well, can I see one for a second?
Yeah, I fetched it out of my backpack and I for it too.
I'll get up off the bed and I'll walk over and kind of compare the handwriting from the letters that are on the desk to these letters and see if they match.
Let me do a general. Do a general knowledge check, education, or just a knowledge check. You can roll in our knowledge of your.
Lore? You want to roll lore?
No, I guess knowledge adventuring, the generic knowledge of things.
Okay.
Yeah, so it does appear to be the same script.
Well, I'd say this is interesting because, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure the ghost that I spoke with, the spirit, the old priest, what was the sign name on the letter? Abraham?
Brother Anthony.
Anthony. Well, I'm pretty sure Anthony was the previous priest before our good friend KB took over. This seems to be...
Yeah, and you found a whole, not just one letter, but a whole stack of letters, correspondence between this cardinal and Brother Anthony.
It seems that KB was pretending to be Brother Anthony after Anthony's death. Still corresponding with the cardinal somewhere. Could be the Imperial City. But
Castus, you would know that the Church of Acna is in Corin.
Okay.
But essentially, this is evidence that maybe KB was up to some nefarious activity.
Oh, okay.
Since he was still sending correspondences back to the church and signing somebody else's name.
So he was imitating Brother Anthony.
Well, he did kill him. Assuming that the spirit I spoke with was Brother Anthony. He did kill him and then continued to correspond back to the church using his name.
How did you talk to this Brother Anthony again?
Oh, well, it's kind of a long story, but I had a sort of an incident involving myself with a man that I once trusted and grew to love. He taught me a lot and betrayed me in a ritual of blood magic. And since then, I've had a strange ability to be able to sense and commune with the dead.
You can talk to spirits.
Not all spirits. Only ones willing to talk back, I guess. Restless spirits. More specific.
Okay. Well, hopefully people in this town would know who Brother Anthony is, and then we can show them the letters and... Right? We'll be okay?
Well, I mean... we don't know. We can try. But we can't be sure that they're going to see it our way.
And if it goes bad, what's our plan?
I think we should just go and leave the
I
notes
don't
here.
think we should convince them, honestly.
With Bell here.
Why not? We saved the town. They need to know that, or else they're gonna think we're the bad ones.
Agreed. We have to at least try to clear our
Okay,
names and
okay,
redeem
I'm
ourselves.
willing to try. I think we can make this work on our... With you guys.
You need to change your sensitivity for your mic. You're cutting out. Or talk louder.
I said I'm with you guys. I'm willing to try.
Okay, Cannon.
Alright then.
Who do we start with? Should we go to the authority?
Is there an authority?
I think
There's
there's
that
like
one guy.
Okay.
Did you guys ask around? I don't know.
I think we went up to one. I think we went up to like main guy. The only like the sheriff or whatever. That is.
I don't think we ever interacted with him, but I could be mistaken.
Oh no, you're right. But he just told us that there is one.
Would we know where his office is, or would we
I
be able to
don't
walk?
think so. You
Would
don't
we
think
be
you
able
guys
to
did
walk
any.
around town and like say, "Oh yeah, that's totally it"? Like, would there be a sign outside that says?
You can try. You don't know. You guys didn't really investigate the town. I guess Cannon did, but when you're like you walked around early on
Yeah, I like ran
through the
around.
town.
Yeah, took a
But
little
there's not
jog.
like signs anywhere. It's a small town. People kind of just know
No,
which house
yeah.
is whose. There's not like sounds outside. Like the only sign you've seen is outside the two goats, and it's not a sign that says two goats in. It's literally just two wooden goats hanging from a chain.
Well,
Wait till morning.
well, if we're gonna wait till morning, we might as well go back.
Oh,
Go back to the pub and, you know, at least try to clean up.
Were those letters from the like forged letters of Anthony like dated at all?
Yeah, so they once every like month or two for you find quite a few of them in the last 4 or 5 years
Oh shit!
on correspondence, just general updates. Basically, after reading some of them, you figure it's the cardinal keeping track of whoever, the churches are all part of the same system and stuff. So there's updates, and they keep track of who's where.
Okay, sure, we'll go back to the inn. At this point, I pull out the 4 gold ingots and I go, found these in the bookshelf, so I figured we should each have these. And I distribute them.
Okay.
1 gold.
All right. So what's the plan?
I think we're gonna head back to the 2 goats. Wait till morning? I don't know. What do you guys
if we
think?
head back, we should bury those bodies.
Maybe we should bury them in the cemetery. I don't
Wanna
know.
bury-
How far is
I
it?
don't know much about this church or their religion, but I feel at least we should give them a proper burial.
Don't want to wait for the.
Church is probably a few hundred yards from the inn, like 200, 300.
I think we should probably bury them. Yeah, I think it's gonna look bad already, and it's gonna look worse if we have.
We're just hanging out with 3 dead bodies at a pub.
Yeah.
I don't
It
know.
looks bad.
One of them is a child. I just want to keep reiterating, one of these is a child.
Yeah.
Middle aged.
He was 16.
He was fucking and he was aggressive as fuck. Did a shit ton of damage.
Fucking hormones.
Also,
He's a
probably
He's a
one of
16-year-old
the
man. Like,
least
he's
intelligent
beating up
people.
my ass at least.
Yeah, he was whooping ass.
Kicked my ass.
He used a metal bar and hit you in the stomach. He wasn't
Yeah,
hitting
he
you across
beat
the
the
face.
fuck out of me. He beat me to 1 point of my life.
Within 1 inch of your life.
And he's dead.
He was not innocent. And he's dead. Because of it.
I don't think I agree with burying the bodies. Why don't you guys do that? I'm gonna stay in the church for the night.
I think we should just bury Isaac, not the other two.
Fair.
That's... For some reason, why does that feel shadier?
Because they were trying to destroy the town.
Yeah.
Those guys. Isaac was just mixed up in it.
Before we bury Isaac, I think we should all stand around and pray for him.
Not doing that.
I'll sit away with Bell.
The one who's gutted him.
Bell and Kanan don't seem too keen on the idea of prayer.
Out of character, I'm going to try to resurrect him.
Oh, Jesus. If you resurrect him, I might kill him again.
Isaac.
That is the truth.
Did
do.
Castus say that he tried to resurrect him? I believe he did.
No, I didn't even go up to see it.
All right, so
No, that was
just as
different.
you guys are still pretty new, and resurrection's a pretty big deal. But I'd say if you guys, you'd have to find a way to RP it to both of you guys come up and like.
I mean, it is a hard.
With a double
it's-
team, I'd say it's gonna be maybe.
We already killed him, and you're gonna double team Isaac afterwards?
You know what I'm saying? Because like I kind of just denied Castus on the res, but like if
No,
both
I
of you
rolled it.
guys, you did, but I also made it kind of just. I guess I could just make it. No, he's not as decayed. That was
Did
the
you try
thing.
to-
That body was decayed like 5 or 6
Yeah,
days.
that body
This
was
one-
old.
That's
This
true.
one is brand
I'm
new.
credit for being stabbed in the neck.
It is,
But it's
stabbed
already a
through
five. It's
the
a
throat.
5 purple check. Like it's
Yeah, it's
hard,
5 purple
man.
dice. It's daunting, for sure.
Yeah, I think I double or triple upgraded for Castus's for each day. I think I did
kinda
one
want
upgrade
this
for
to
every
happen
3
now.
days it was dead, and it was dead like 12 or so days. If I remember correctly. But yeah, sorry, I don't want to interrupt. This is great RP. You guys figure out what you're doing. I'm digging this. I'm loving the not knowing. It's pretty fun on my end.
So are we still in the church?
Mhm.
And I mentioned. Okay, I didn't.
Praying, and then Belle was like, I'm not doing that.
Well, maybe. Castus, would you help me pray? I think it would do good for the boy's soul.
Out of character, his body is not here.
No,
It's an-
I understand that. We're going back to the bar.
Yeah, we're at the end.
Okay,
Yo, we're going to it.
gotcha.
Would you mind
Okay.
praying with me and the boy's body when we get back to the bar?
We worship different gods, Cap 1.
That's fine. You can lead the prayer if you'd like.
I don't know what to say right now.
Well, if you don't want to join me, then that's fine. I'll pray myself for his soul.
I'm gonna spend the night in the church if you guys don't mind.
That one, I'm not a religious person, but maybe I can play my guitar while you pray.
I think Isaac would have liked that.
Let's go.
So Cap1 and Cannon walk out into this dark night, heavy rain out the front of the church doors, and it's just Castus and Belle.
I'm not sure what we should be doing right now. If you have any idea, now's the time.
I guess we'll go back to the inn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let them if they want to make any decisions.
I say we lift them up onto the bar.
Yeah, I'm letting them decide if they want to come or go, I guess. So we'll get there.
I'll look them up onto the bar, and I'll put my gold on his chest, and I'll just start playing while you pray, I guess.
Okay.
Danny, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm talking.
I know. I was just gonna let them RP in the church before we did the.
Oh,
the
I'm
bar
sorry,
feed.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
you're fine.
That's all
No,
good.
no, you're good. You're good.
I was so in it.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. Keep
No,
it. I didn't know
is
if Bell or
Bell-
Cass. Yeah, there's. I didn't want to know. I didn't know if Bell was staying or going. I guess is all I, was trying to figure
I don't
out.
think I would go to the bar because I might kill him if he. I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Oh,
he's gonna
I guess I
rest.
don't
Yeah,
know
he
that.
didn't say
I don't
that.
really think it's a good idea. I don't know.
Just to be at the bar.
Not sure what to do. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys just
This-
hanging?
Yeah.
Yeah, cut back. I don't really know what I'm gonna do.
I'm not
Okay,
sure if they're
okay,
gonna like
okay.
bring the body back and we're gonna bury
so you
it
guys
or
just
what's
kind
gonna
of
happen.
watch quietly as they walk out, and you're sitting down and just taking in the feeling and the mood. And as you get back, Cannon finds which wrapped up body he remembers. He was the one wrapping them in the cloths, and you
The
put him up on the.
smallest
You clear the spot on the bar, and you put him up on the bar and unwrap it, and you put your gold ingot on his chest. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So Isaac's laying there with, I don't remember all the wounds he took, but I think he's cut a few times and then corroded, basically.
I'm going to put one hand on his chest while Kanan's playing his guitar, and I'm gonna put another hand on his forehead, and just start mumbling in my native tongue. Do you have the difficulty in there?
I'm trying to decide if it's upgraded or not. This has decided it for me.
Oh well,
Fair.
I was gonna flip a destiny point to upgrade my.
Can't!
but
I
can't.
already did!
Well, great. Well, I'm at least taking a boost from Kanan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
So as you have your hand on his chest and the soft, somber playing of Cannon in the room, and you close your eyes and you reach out to the stars, and the night's cloudy and rainy, but past the clouds you know you can see the stars and you can see the great adventure and the arcane mystery, and you know that's where Khazradan, when you'd get visions of him out in the desert, you'd see the stars shift and move to the shape of a dragon. But as you reach up and you're looking, you can't seem to find Khazradan there. And you focus for a while and you feel some energies there, but as you're pushing more and more into the body, there doesn't seem to be any response. You take 2 strain as well. I don't know if that puts you over your limit, but 2 strain for casting the spell.
Mm-hmm. Oh well.
And he'd probably sit there for 10 or 15 minutes just trying to focus with his hand, and Cannon just playing along.
Well, his
Nothing.
soul is with Khazradan now, Kanan. Thank you for joining me.
I'll take my gold back then.
Alright, yeah.
I will start wrapping him back up.
Okay, so as Cap 1 kind of sits on the bar, defeated, Kanan comes over and grabs the gold, puts it back in his pocket, and starts to wrap back up the bed sheet around him and redo the leather straps. And we'll cut back over to the church with the door open and the rain, the moisture in the air, and the darkness lit by 2 softly glowing blue crystals. Bell and Cass, it's been about 15 minutes of just you sitting there.
Is there like an altar at the front of the room?
Yeah, Yeah, there's like a podium slash altar thing that he'd stand behind or in front of. Yeah.
I'd like to, if there's some steps at the top of them, take out my sword and gently set it down. And then take a couple steps back and kneel down and close my eyes and try and commune with it.
And so you go up to like the small stage in front, and you unwrap your sword and lay it down. And as you kneel and close your eyes, and you start to focus, and when you close your eyes sitting there, it's almost like you can feel the swords there, and you kind of lean towards that feeling. And as you're leaning into it and focusing more and more on it, your mind begins to get fuzzier, and the noise of the rain starts to fade away. And as it's getting quieter, it opens up in that white room with the kind of cloudy haze around it. And you see the man from before standing in front of you. And off to the side of the room. I believe you got the last hit on Krell.
Krell, yeah.
You see Krell just kind of standing there after having seen you and just like staring you down and looking at you.
Is he still wearing the armor, or is he...
I'm trying to find... He looks just how he did when he died.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the name of the other guy. You could look on your character sheet.
Outro.
Outro, yeah. And you see Outro come over. He comes towards you and... Well, friend. Looks like you've got yourself a real soul this time.
Yes, I'd like to talk with him.
Escalated from spiders. Just go
Yes.
talk. He's there. And then he kind of gestures you over towards him. You walk up, and after you kind of cross and Crow's looking at you. What is this place? What have you done to me?
You are at my will. Your spirit will be either set free, or I can keep you here forever.
You're set free. What do you think this is? Clearly, we've both died, and now we're sitting here in limbo.
Well, believe what you want to believe, but yes, you are dead.
I knew it wouldn't be pearly gates.
Actually, I would like to KB has seemed to have taken my life as after I took yours. Wait, he saw him die.
Yeah, he was dead
Never mind,
before he ran out.
Oh yeah.
He like jumped out the window.
I forgot, it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No, that was why I chased him.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll back up.
So in just to clear it last time, you would, I think, get the feeling that once you judge them, the spirit is gone from this place, but the judgment decides whether or not they are released or sent to a different place where they're...
Right, I know.
Yeah, okay.
So Crow, you have two options. Either you help me in your afterlife, punish KB for what he truly deserved, and I will set your spirit to rest and you can be free.
Punish KB. You killed him. Well, you guys did. I don't know what kind of punishment you can do post that. I don't know what this place is, or what happened to you and how we're both here, but I don't know what kind of punishment you can do to him, or I can do.
Well, our legacy is the only thing we truly live by, so if we can tarnish his legacy, we can punish him some more. And if you know of anything that we can use to show the town that he was the corruption on Stonesbrook.
Legacy. I don't know. Whatever social check really that you're thinking this is, if you're trying to charm him or intimidate him.
I was charming more.
Okay. Yeah, really, like, it's kind of your place, so however you want it to come off, you can kind of do that. Even with the same words. And I'm going to give you an upgrade for every check in here. It's kind of the ball's in your court kind of thing.
You ready?
Yeah. My legacy. Never had much of a legacy. I just joined up in basic crimes when I was younger and been just getting along ever since. Corbin was just as bad as the next, but nothing especially insane. He sold drugs and did whatever he needed to make a quick buck, and I was recruited when he was in Corin. Asked me to come here with him and open a shop as a fence. Seemed like an easy job. He told me that he had a plan to replace the priest that was the brother of Akna in the church, and after we showed up, he became ill and died a few days later, and Corbin played off that he had written to the church asking for someone to come because he was getting ill. But he just murdered him. Took his place. Took over a town. Talked that poor Isaac. Did whatever he wanted. He would tell me when we would meet how dumb and gullible he was, and he'd run all his errands.
Well, unfortunately,
That's beside the
Isaac,
point. Those kids
Isaac
are
didn't
everywhere.
make it either.
He was always stronger than he was smart.
Well, Krell, this is your last time to right your wrongdoings, and you would like to help us out, help me out. I can lay your spirit to rest.
I don't know what kind of help I can get, but I've always just been a pretty simple man looking for whatever I can do to get by in the world, and no, I haven't been great, but quite frankly, if I need to be punished at this point, I think I deserve it. If not, that's fine too. I'm not afraid of death. And he kind of looks around. Do what you think is fit. I don't blame you. We're all just doing what we can. I'm ready whenever you are. And he kind of looks over to, I forgot his name again, but he looks over and kind of gives him a nod, and he's like, friend, let's see what the afterlife's all about. And he just kind of backs up.
Krell, your shop is something you have. You could leave it to someone. You could. What about the poor boy that you hired?
Oh, Benny's a good boy. I don't have any paperwork to leave it, but if he wants to take it over, that's fine. I do have a wagon around back, and if you check the barrels, there's something. I've always made a lot of money with the grains. Wheat's a very profitable thing to trade. I've had enough of this talk, though. Let's get it over with.
Do you know who hired KB?
And after he kind of said, let's get it over, he kind of just backed off, and he doesn't seem like he's kind of accepted his fate, and is just kind of waiting.
Well, Crow, you're here under my bidding, so I will come back to talk to you.
What? No, just don't make me sit here. Come on.
Start
Just
walking away.
send me either way. Don't be like that. You son of a bitch.
And I would like to try to get out somehow.
Yeah, so as you kind of, I'd say it's kind of like pulling yourself out of a dream.
Yeah, I picture like my eyes going like white during this, like in the real world.
Like you kind of can just walk into the fog, and as you walk away, and his voice kind of fades out. You're sitting there. You come to. You can start to hear the rain again, and your eyes are closed in the dark. You feel yourself kneeling.
I just pick up a sword and
Well, he was probably sitting there kneeling in front of his sword for a good 10 minutes.
well, Bella, I just needed a moment. Do you think we should check on the others?
Okay. I'll follow you.
All right.
Yeah, so you guys head out. And, what have you guys been doing after the failed attempts? Just sitting with the body on the bar still?
Yeah, I mean, I just wrapped him up and he's still on the bar though, but.
Alright, so as you guys are sitting there, Castus and Bell coming out of the rain.
Let it go.
I just needed some time to pray in my own church by myself.
Well, should we go ahead and bury the bodies, or do you think we should maybe take them to the church? Have the town gathered there and perhaps have a town meeting in the morning?
Okay.
If we could just have the town meeting now.
We could.
2 in the morning.
No.
It is like it's dead of night.
All right. I was picturing ringing the bell, but we can
I mean,
take a rest.
there's options.
Okay.
If you want to
I'm
wake everyone
just
up,
gonna
like
run
that's
this-
an option.
I'm within one wound of my life.
Yeah, some of you guys, I think look pretty shitty.
We all
Yeah,
look
I'm
shitty.
also
Yeah.
banged up my
I'm like
life.
pretty fucked up. Guess the rain might have washed some of the blood off, but
It's raining pretty hard.
I don't think I have any crits. I do not. Okay.
actually might have a crit too.
I definitely have several.
Someone's got crits.
Yeah, I've got 2.
All right. Well, let's just heal up. I'm pretty beat, and we can figure this out in the morning.
Cool. You guys staying at the inn in your rooms upstairs?
Yeah.
You guys just going up and going to bed, or like? Where are you
No, I'll
sleeping?
stay. I'll stay down and I'll like curl up in a booth or something.
Okay. Anyone else?
Oh
I
god.
need a full night's rest.
Me too.
I really need a full. Yeah, me too.
I mean, you guys can sleep wherever
Need
you
as
want to
much rest
sleep,
as
but
possible.
You do have to pick a place to
I need
sleep.
as much good rest.
Go into a bed upstairs.
Same.
Yeah.
Alright, so what you guys are finding your beds and Cannon's curling up in a booth in the main room. We'll take our break here. Yeah. I will be right back. But yeah,
Alright,
we'll take a break.
we will return shortly. Stream, don't go anywhere.
I think so.
And we're back. Hello.
Ugh. Alright. I should have said no. I should have said no, I wasn't ready. We're gonna change up. So. Nope. I don't think that was right music. Nope. So after you guys are down and going to bed, after a few hours before you guys, everybody can do another just unopposed cool check.
For strain.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Yeah, so success equals a strain healed. But after a few hours, Cannon, which one is it? Cannon, we say
Cannon.
both. Cannon.
Like a weapon.
Okay. I just want to be more consistent for
What do I
myself.
get with that triumph? An extra strain?
No. Nothing.
Oh, that is the. that
It's
is the
nothing.
one success.
Yep. So, Cannon, after you have been nodding off to sleep for a little bit, after a while you're woken up to heavy footsteps. What the fuck? And as you wake up, you look up and Barnabas is at the door, and dawn is broken, but it's still pretty early. The orange light of the morning. Barnabas comes back, currently by himself. What the fuck happened here? Oh, and he like starts checking the bodies. Oh my god! Oh! And he's like checking the bodies and then looking around, and he sees all the bodies, and he starts to kind of panic. What's the fuck going on? And he's looking around and he sees you. Cannon! What the hell happened here?
Tired.
What happened to Corbin and... Oh, Isaac. Krell. What happened? And, God. He grabs the cudgel from behind the bar.
The what?
Oh, fuck happened here? He's got a big wooden cudgel with an iron, like, band around the end of it. 2 iron bands.
Well,
You guys! I left you here last night, and now 3 of the people from this town are dead. Where are you? Where are the others? And he's kind of looking around.
they're upstairs.
He's kind of brandishing the weapon. He's not sure. What the fuck happened here?
Well, Corbin and Krell, not the best of people. And, but honestly, they started it.
They started at defense.
Great,
Is what we're
great
going.
negotiation.
Also, the just aggressively casual. The aggressively casual tone. Okay,
Cannon doesn't get rattled, he just jumps into goo.
Yeah, he does. That's true.
alright, there will be a skill check.
Okay.
They started it. Is it a lie? The fight? Technically, yes, a lie, but the entire series of events? Technically, no.
Isaac did. He was the first one to swing.
Negotiation or charm, I'll allow, or deception, if you want it to be that. I'll allow all of them.
Okay.
Just tell me which one it's going to be.
It'll be negotiation.
Okay. I've upgraded it. There's 3 dead bodies of people he's known for years.
Yep.
Oh my god. Luckily he's pretty gullible. The fuck do you mean they started it?
Okay.
They started this butchering?
They did.
How does it get out of hand? Like, what the fuck happened to my inn? Everything
One
like...
question at a time, please.
Cannon is so cash. I hate it and
The
love it all at the
audacity.
same time right now. I both hate it and
Oh
am
my
in love
God.
with this. Just like, dude, calm down. Dead bodies aren't going anywhere, okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the damage
What
is done.
What the fuck happened here?
So, you know, in the beginning, when we first got to the town, Thomas
Yeah, I remember Thomas.
passed away. He actually passed away from resin.
Resin. What do you go?
Yeah, well, I forgot what the type of resin was.
Dreamer.
Dreamer resin. We found his body in the caves.
He wasn't an addict.
Listen to me, Barn. We found his body in the cave. And inside that cave, we found a horde load, Prius-sized, of Dreamer resin.
I hate it. You found a Prius of Dreamer?
Damn near Priuses. That's besides the point, but Crow, B were behind it all. We caught onto them and they... Well, honestly, they kind of caught us off guard, started attacking.
Oh, God. Thomas wasn't Dreamer. Do you know how expensive Dreamer is, boy?
How expensive?
How older is Cannon?
27.
Okay, so maybe not boy.
Yeah, I mean, compared to him, probably.
He's like 50, so still not like...
Yeah.
Whatever. Boy, sticking to it. So you found Priuses of Dreamer. There's no Dreamer around here. I haven't seen anyone in town with it.
I don't know what to tell you, Born. You're not believing me.
I tried, guys.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But that's why I was so scared of this moment. Like, they're not gonna believe us.
Had the letter signed.
You guys aren't there. You would probably all... Anyone who would think that they would get woken up to screaming can have heard this. Because that's what's happening. There's yelling in the tap room.
I would probably make my way downstairs.
Did I get any amount of sleep?
Nope. It's only been like 3 hours.
Well, is that 3 hours worth of sleep?
There's not a mechanic for hourly strain recovery. I don't know.
I mean, I could do a couple.
Okay, I have a couple straight. I don't care. Just like that. I'm a pussy GM.
How does Kanan look right now? Is he pretty beat up?
No wounds have been healed.
No, Kanan. How does
Yeah.
Kanan look?
No
Yeah.
wounds have been healed. He's still fucked.
I like limped over.
Everyone who is fucked is still fucked. No wounds have been healed.
I was just
Okay.
asking because some of us have one wound and others are probably better than that.
That's why I think I want to sleep a little more.
I'm going to hold on. I'm gonna reach into my backpack, pick up the notes.
What the fuck?
Listen, hear me out. And
Top one, you're coming down the stairs now as this is happening. You see Cannon kind of very nonchalantly going through his backpack. Hey, hear me out. And Barnabas is standing there holding this massive iron strapped cudgel up in a menacing way, in an aggressive stance.
Kanan? Just hold
No,
on there.
Barnabas. Oh, sorry.
Barney,
oh,
here's what I want you to do.
Fuck, Cap One.
I want you
You're
to go
dead.
around.
They're fucking dead.
Yeah, they're dead, and so was I. Now listen.
The fuck are you talking about?
You see that pool of blood right there?
There's
That
blood
was-
everywhere, Cap One.
I'm pointing at.
Everything's burnt. There's 3 bodies in my tap room. Everything's
Okay, at this
broken.
point I'm awake.
I'm awake too.
Why don't you calm down there, Barney, and I want you to go wake up all the villagers.
Calm down.
We'll go wake up all the
I'll
villagers
fucking wake someone up. Go
and have
wake the
them
mayor
meet
and the
us-
constable.
and have them meet us at the church, including the constable. We'll meet in 1 hour. 4 of us and all the villagers.
I'm gonna go, and I'm going to fetch some of the people around. And if you're still in my bar,
I'll come with you, Barn.
I don't think he's convinced, guys. You're going to wait for me to fetch.
Right.
You murdered these people.
We defended ourselves.
From a child and a priest? And an old shopkeeper.
KB is not a priest. Now, if you
He
go,
was very much a priest.
if you go and gather up all the townspeople and meet us at the church, we can explain everything. It'd be easier to explain it to everybody instead of just one person.
All right, make a charm or negotiation.
Where the oh, down here. Okay.
Upgrading?
Yep.
There we go.
Okay.
Good idea.
Oh man.
At least we can have advantage.
Oh man. So as you kind of go over, who was going with him? Cannon?
I was gonna go with them, yeah.
So as you kind of start going over them and trying to convince him, I think he misreads you approaching.
Okay, I think I have a talent for that. Let me check.
He's talent for that.
He's swinging. Part of this is swinging his, I think I called it the drunk beater. He has a weapon.
Don't have a thing. Okay.
So as you guys come down, Cap 1, Bell, are you on the stairs? Castus is coming down the stairs. Cap 1's at the bottom. I don't think Bell's maybe I think Bell's still upstairs. So you come over and trying to convince.
I'm coming down with Castus.
And he's like looking around and I'll go with you. He just swings and is 10 damage.
Yeah, I am 0 wound.
Alright, so you guys see Barnabas just take a swing and just crack Cannon across the side of the head. And he just falls like a sack of potatoes out. Stay back!
You take a crit too.
Yeah, you do take a crit.
Okay.
A fucking despair, are you kidding me? Oh man. Presence of willpower. Your head got wrecked. You fucking killed this.
Barney, try to relax.
You're all gonna get.
That didn't help.
No. I believe combat started, guys. I think combat's here. There was a despair. I don't think he's listening anymore.
There's no way to talk him down.
Not after the despair, I don't
God.
think. Combat has started. If you guys want to roll initiative, cool. I think everyone was pretty aware of the fucking.
Is Barney gonna TPKS?
He might, dude. We all have 1 wound.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
He's not wearing armor or anything. He literally is just a guy in a tunic with a cudgel. He's shreked, though. I don't know if you see that brawn. He's shredded. Just roll well on initiative, please. Okay. That's that, everybody.
Whoops.
Okay, so I think it's Bell, Cap 1. Castus, we'll say it's Castus.
No, then Barney, then Cassis.
Is it? I don't know really the
Yeah.
success versus. Okay. So, well,
It goes most amount of successes first, and then advantage break tie.
Are we about to kill this guy?
No, we're not.
I do not want to.
I mean, this guy's in.
I don't want
like,
to, but I also don't want him
a panicked
to
rage
beat me
is like
to death.
to describe his mood. It's a panicked rage.
He's
He's got like the fight or flight going, and he's not a flighter. He's a fighter.
I can hit him with a non-lethal.
Bell, you're up. What's going on? You're at the top of the stairs. Down at the bottom is Castus and Cap One. You just heard this clump of a sack of potatoes hitting the ground after this weird wet crack. Sorry, Cannon.
It's okay.
Dude, the despair.
I know,
Okay, so
it
I'm
happens.
coming down the
despair.
stairs. I'm
You
coming
can-
down the stairs, and
Yeah,
I
you
just
can-
see, like, bam, and he's down on the ground. So
Yes, that's what
upon
you
seeing
see.
That, I am going to take aim and shoot at him.
All right.
That's what I see.
Nobody
That's what
else
you
is
see.
engaged with him, so you're good.
I also have the percent now to take away the.
Okay, that's good to know. But no one's
I'm gonna
engaged with him
shoot.
right now, so. Well, I guess technically, Cannon is engaged with him. I forgot.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
So
Those
that's
dice.
that 11 damage on that thing.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. So,
And the aim's not even in there.
I had aim in there. You think I'm a -1 blue? Oh, I
Oh,
put it
I
in
don't know.
Barnabas's sheet. Here, we can...
Just roll the blue.
It's empty. Alright. I'm gonna say 2 of those. Actually, I'm gonna use all 3 of them and have the handle on your pistol kind of get cocked up, so it's gonna be prepare 2 for the next shot. It's like a jam.
Okay.
But just, you guys hear, after this, you guys are both watching and you don't hear Bell come down the stairs. And after this, crack, bang! And then Barney just right in like the shoulder, just. Capon, you're up. There was a loud gunshot right behind you, probably kind of close to your ear. That was an aggressive shot. Cheese and rice.
How close am I?
Short range.
Oh boy, what have I got myself into?
I wanted to leave right away, and now I'm dead.
I can't believe
I
it.
don't want to leave
I
too.
can't believe
Now
it.
I'm
Despair happened
murdering a
right
man.
then. Out of everything I thought that would happen, I didn't think a despair was gonna happen. Oh, you guys are gonna be hated in this town forever.
I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna try to. Oh fuck! I don't know if I want to try
Come
to
on,
stun him.
that just
knock him out,
happens.
or-
You gotta think on your feet.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go with just a basic attack spell.
All right. Oops. Misclicked, but nothing happened. Is it just 2 purples?
For range short, I believe it's 1.
I don't think so. Is it just 1? Where am I at?
Yes.
Thought it was just the base attack was 2. Am I crazy? Must be crazy.
Maybe it's 1 when you're engaged.
Not for a ranged attack. That would make
Does
it.
anyone have?
I'm like, Where the fuck is that sheet?
I mean, it's a spell. It's an attack, so it's just 1 purple. Just a basic attack.
Thought it was more for some reason. I'm trying to. Where the fuck is the? Where's the spell sheet? I can't find it now.
Alright. What are you trying to do? What's the
A basic attack. Just an attack spell.
short range?
Yep.
Is that a yep? Or a
Yes.
nope?
Yeah. Okay.
Just an easy.
Sorry, I just was trying to find it. Like after a minute there, I couldn't find it. I found it now. Thank you. Yeah, it's ready. Sorry about that. Alright, so 8 damage.
And I can
Take
heal
2.
1 wound.
Take 2 strain.
I'm gonna heal actually 2 strain.
You can point your staff at him and just. Alright. And he
Nice
comes.
Blue flash.
Yeah, blue flash hits him in the skull. He's kind of. He comes over and he's taking a swing at Cap 1.
Oh man.
The drug beater. You're able to dodge or kind of deflect it.
He's still up?
He's gonna get hit twice.
For 20-something damage? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 19 damage.
Soak is a thing.
Oh, I thought he was just wearing clothes. I guess
He's a
brawn.
default soak.
Brawn, yeah.
He's brawn. He's brawny.
He's brawny. He misses though. He comes over with the drunk baiter and he's got the bullet in his shoulder. You just hit him in the stomach, so his attack wasn't, and the club is massive, so it's not a quick weapon. Takes a swing, but you're able to kind of dodge back. Castus is up.
God.
You're gonna put him with the sword.
I don't want to.
I mean, if you do put him in the sword, at least we can leave him in there long enough to talk to Krell. And then we can try to resurrect them.
Oh man. I charged in and go, Bonnie, we're not the enemy, and I'm just punching.
You're just punching?
Yeah.
Alright. I think it's just 1 plus your brawn. I think it's just your brawn and damage. But you go for it.
5.
5 damage.
Yeah.
Alright. You kind of come up and you just rock him in the side of the head. And he doesn't go down, but he's looking like you shook his cage, man.
And then I quick draw my sword and say, you don't want to take this any further.
Okay. Bells up.
Can I try do like a negotiation to tell him to drop his weapon?
You can try.
I would like to try.
Okay.
I would like to say, drop your weapon. We don't want to cause you any more harm, or something to that effect.
Yeah. Go for it. Oop, wrong roll. Alright, now try.
Wait a minute, I might have a talent this.
I keep putting stuff in his sheet instead of the dice pool.
You just roll this
I
as
do have a
negotiation.
talent. Yeah, are you gonna wait? I do have a talent that I can suffer one strain to downgrade the difficulty of a charm or negotiation check,
Okay.
or upgrade the difficulty when targeted.
All right.
So I'd like to do that.
Yep. It's
Come
downgraded.
on, Bell.
Now to just one upgrade instead of the two.
Drop the weapon.
Good God.
Oh, why did I roll twice? Sorry, I just clicked it once. So first disregard
First
the second
roll.
one.
All right.
What's the advantage?
He doesn't seem convinced. The advantage is, do you want to pass
He
a
doesn't
boost
hit
die to
somebody
cap
directly.
one?
Okay, that's
Okay,
fair.
there you
God
go.
damn, dude.
Cap one, you're up. He doesn't seem to be listening to Bella. She's shouting at him. Both of your friends are shouting at him not to take this any further. Cannon's on the ground bleeding from a head wound.
I'm going to tell him, look, buddy, you see how fucked up we are? We just fought a dark mage and killed him. You don't think we can't do the same to you? Fucking cool down. And then I'm gonna hit him with... I'm gonna try to stun his ass. No, I'm just gonna hit him again with the... fucking...
No, just kill him. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fuck him.
Oh.
Alright. Just the one easy?
Yep.
Actually, he's engaged right now. So,
He's engaged with me.
you gotta move, I guess, is the only thing.
No, yeah, I'll just back up.
Alright, it's ready.
Or do I want to back up? Yeah, no, I don't. I'll back up.
Alright. You kind of shoot as you're talking at him and everybody's screaming at him to calm down. You shoot another bolt of blue crackling energy.
The warning
And
shot.
he then, since you were up there engaged with Castus, he just takes another swing at the next closest person, which is Castus, and cracks him for 8 damage.
Oh,
Parry.
Okay. Does that do damage or still connect?
Doesn't do damage. No parry.
So as he's coming in with this big thing, you kind of see it coming, and you don't have your sword out, so you kind of just... I know you did take your sword out.
Quick drop.
You see it coming, and he's like swinging, and you kind of hit it away and down to the side, and as it's coming, you're able to force the power away from you. You're up.
sword.
Barney, stand down, or else you'll end up like Crow. And I'd like to basically intimidate him to put his weapon down.
The fuck has happened to this? My dice pool looks ridiculous. Alright, so just as a heads up, every combat attempt is getting an upgrade for each time. Like, every continuous one. I want there to be a chance, but like, it seems weird after denying 3 that he'd just be like, oh, when he said it. So I've been upgrading this week, triple upgraded. And what do you use? What kind of check?
Intimidation.
Intimidation. Alright, let me check his sheet. I think cool is the opposite of intimidation.
Yep.
Cool is 2. Alright.
Oh, do we have any of these? We do.
Alright, I'll upgrade you. There you go, I got it. Oh!
Alright.
he's just fighting Bells up again. It's Bell.
Oh Jesus! I'm gonna have to shoot him.
Okay.
I have to. Like, I can't let him just run rampage on the party.
Yeah, we'll say, since you didn't use a maneuver last time, you used that maneuver to prep it, and this one with prep it, you're able to shoot.
Okay.
Yeah. I imagine while you were negotiating, you were like fucking with your gun, like shit the fuck, stop doing this.
That's why I didn't shoot again, because my gun was jammed. I was trying to fix it.
You guys are doing great.
Oh god, I missed.
Dude, cannon's out on the ground, just like a temple blood wound, bloody
Doing
wound.
great,
I
friends.
missed.
Yep, this Cathwad's up. As another shot flies out in, it's now morning too. Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking A.
This is not
Cathwad's
good.
up.
Well, you've had your chance, Scooter. Time to meet your maker. I'm gonna hit him with a deadly attack.
Okay. It's ready.
Is it?
Yeah.
Upgrade.
God, didn't you guys give me all this fodder? All these 6 GM points to
Oh, it's
dude.
going so poorly.
You're up, Cap.
How is this?
Alright, crit 2. You do get a crit if you want.
Yep.
Also, I think he... Nope. Wait, yeah. He is going down. How do you want to kill Barnabas?
Oh.
Well, it's blood magic, so
Your one friend you laid him down.
I just blow it. Fucking, I don't know what crit does he roll.
Claire
I
Crunch.
guess that's gonna
I'm sorry.
that'll affect how I.
Kill him. How do you kill him?
Minor Nick.
A minor nick.
Wait, we'll do the second one if we're going over. I don't know if that helps.
Compromised.
Does that help?
I mean, he's dead.
He's dead.
I
He's
just
dead.
I take out my staff, and after the 2 blue flashes of light fly towards him, one of them connecting, this black ball of just sinister blood magic flies from the end of my cane and hits him in the chest, and you can kind of hear his ribs crack on impact. And he is compromised.
Well, he goes down. Dead on the floor, laying next to Cannon's body.
I walk up
Dropped
to
his
him.
weapon.
I walk up to him and I say, "Had your chance there, bud. You blew it."
Is this an evil campaign?
Oh,
Just turned into it.
Yeah.
If Barnabas isn't gonna
Cannon's
believe us,
down.
nobody in this town will. It's time to get out of here.
Agreed.
I go to the bar and I pick up that 20 silver I left him.
Yeah, my 50,
Yes.
my 50's right next to it.
Well, I just grab all the silver.
Alright.
We need emergency medicine check on Kanan.
Yeah, he's
like we
got
need to
like
get
the
Yeah, let's try to
head
get him
wound,
up. There's a wagon, the Traveler's Bounty that we can take. Let's just get out of here.
I'll run over to Kanan.
Have a horse?
I don't know. All I know is there's a wagon.
I'll run over to Kanan real quick, and I'll bend down and put my hands on his forehead and his chest.
Don't pass out. I guess you can do the wolf. That'll be fine.
And
Just a man coyote runs out of the bar.
I guess it'll be. Am I healing just wounds, or do I have to
Dude,
revive?
what spell are you casting? He's not dead. He's not needed resurrected. He's knocked out.
Right, but revive, I can. Like, okay, I guess. Let me ask you this: How many negative are you beyond your threshold?
Me? I was like, what was it, 10 damage? 5 below?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do revive.
Okay, so it's 3.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Wait. Okay, boom.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Yes.
Cannon, you feel this like you come to with a hand on your head and your chest, and your head is thrumming.
Yeah.
You're at 1 health.
Thrumming.
It's just like thump, thump, thump. Like you can feel like the
Yeah.
Up and at him there, bud. We gotta get scooting.
Cutting, it's time to go.
Okay.
Dude, he hit you hard.
I know. I'll try my best to keep up.
Alright, follow me. There's a wagon at the Traveler's Bounty.
Let's follow Castus.
We
So
just start.
running
you
as
guys
fast
get
as I
up
can.
and fuck off.
We just start running.
You go across the street,
off.
probably like the 70 yards or so.
There's
to
been
the
some
Traveler's
gunshots in
Bounty.
the fucking morning. There's.
This
Alright, we're just.
didn't go at all how I thought it would.
Let's just.
Yeah,
we're just
me
an hour. Me neither.
I love it. This is like the Keys situation.
Yeah, a whole session of the keys.
Yeah, this really sets the
Nice.
tone for like a lot of the campaign. This is gonna affect a lot of things. I feel like.
Yeah, this is going to
Alright,
affect
so you
the
guys
rest of...
get to the back of the Traveler's Bounty,
Yeah.
you see this wagon. It's not a covered wagon, it's just kind of a flatbed wagon with like the four wheels up front. There is a horse like tied up next to it.
Can I do something real quick?
Like this is happening. It's happening as we're going.
Okay.
They're running. you guys can-
My head's throbbing.
Yep.
Can I make a hard discipline check as an auto turn incidental to trigger
Please.
shapeshifter?
Please do. Please do. Please. Please.
Oh boy, just work. That'd be so fun. Dang it!
So, like, as you're trying to focus and reach out to the spirit following you, it's just like thump, thump,
Yeah.
thump in your head, and you're like, I can't fucking find it. Oh god. So you guys get there. The wagon's there. The horse is tied up. You're at the back door. The Traveler's Bounty is right there. What are you guys doing? Who's doing what? I guess everybody's got an option to
Trying
do
to get the
something.
horse ready. Trying to get the horse hooked up. I don't
Guys,
know.
run over to the horse.
I'm climbing into
Just
the
like
wagon.
doing the
Wagon too.
Cannon just runs and just like flops inside.
Well, if there's like a gate, I want to run to the gate and like open it up. How about that?
No, it's just behind it.
I'm gonna
Okay,
help
I'll just
Bell.
get
I'm
in the
gonna give Bell a
wagon.
hand.
What skill would it be to like try to even do?
I'm looking. I think survival.
I think it is. There's animal handling thing here. One sec.
I think
Do that.
survival makes
Yeah, I
animal
like
handling. We'll call it for that now.
Yeah, it's survival and
Right.
yeah, animal handling adds boost to that.
Is
I will
anyone
do
going
that.
inside? Is anyone doing a ditch loot?
No, we're
Okay.
already in enough trouble.
That's
at
great.
this
All right, so Cannon and
barrels.
Castus jump in. Bell and Cap one's over at the thing. Bell, you're able to undo the make a roll.
The
You
barrels
get
are in the.
the back storeroom. I don't think
they're in the
Castus
car.
told anybody about it.
They're in the cart. You said they're in the cart.
Bell. Oh wait, what did I? No, there's no barrels in the cart. What did I say?
You said
Cannons in the
There were
cart.
barrels in the.
No,
There were barrels in the
that's-
cart.
I'm sorry. There's not.
Oh, well then I would like to, since I know that he mentioned that in my little,
Yeah, no, they're in the back of the shop, that back room where you guys had been, the storeroom.
I would
on
like
the
to
back.
grab the barrels.
All right, so these are barrels.
I
They're
would like to
heavy.
grab one barrel.
All right, there's 3. Are you just gonna grab one?
Bell,
Yeah.
roll a boost die.
It's a 4. I'm gonna re-roll. Okay, you grab a barrel.
And I run into the cart.
But can Bell roll a boost die since I said I was helping her?
Is this
with
like a
the horse?
covered cart or what kind of?
No, it's just there's like a foot or two of wood on the sides up around, like a flatbed cart. It's just a cart with 4 wheels. It's probably.
Is there other horses?
There's just the one horse.
Okay.
It's like a horse and carriage, but a
If
flatbed.
I mean,
Yeah,
if we all get on it, are we gonna be able to move fast? Or is it just gonna be like, let's go, let's get out of here?
It's you could try. It's not
This
like
might not be the best. Do we
I mean,
kill the
there's-
horse?
there's a horse. There's a horse, and it's not like it's
That's
just
the
a
name of this
standard
episode.
horse.
Should we kill
Oh.
the horse?
Did we kill the horse? Might as well. Everyone else is gonna.
All right, do
Exactly, at
I'll
this
roll the
point.
boost. All right, Bell's able to quickly, with the help of Cap 1, as you guys are able to get the tackle, the bitten tackle in, and Castus comes out, tosses a barrel in the back with his...
Guys, let's grab another one.
another horse.
Somebody horse is hooked up, so
There's not
I'll run and
another
help
horse
cast
right
this
here.
with the
Another
barrel.
barrel.
Oh.
I'll help with the barrel. Yeah.
Okay.
I run back in and grab another
Okay.
barrel. I'm on like fuck this town mode.
I'll help Castus
Okay.
try to lift the barrel,
Okay.
but not
you guys
really
are,
hoping.
You guys
Just
are able to get
landing.
one. You guys are able to get another one and put it in the back. So this is probably 5.5 feet, like 10 or 12 feet rectangle cart. Just kind of like a flatbed. Like a big truck bed. I don't know how big truck beds
How many
are, but
more
like that.
barrels are there?
What
There's
are you
one
doing
more
with
barrel.
the barrels? We need to get out of here.
Are we gonna take this cart and try to get a like slow
I'm not gonna
motion?
explain that he told me to dream that these are valuable
Okay.
right now.
Let's do it.
All right, so who's here and
What's the skill? Is it a survival?
it's a survival check, yeah, to handle animals.
Yeah.
Unless
Let's
you're
do it
riding
again.
it.
Yeah, I guess
Isn't there riding?
There is riding, but you're not
There is
riding.
writing, but we're not. Yeah.
I didn't say this is riding.
So unless somebody else wants
Unless
to
we
go
want,
at
I
it,
guess,
we'll-
what do we want to do? Carriage work? Do we want that to be
I
riding?
feel like that. I mean,
we just gonna make the rule now and just stick to it. Like we've
Yeah,
not done it.
I mean-
There's not a rule in the game for it.
just because survival has other applications.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if somebody
it
gets
does.
on the horse and rides it while it pulls the carriage?
That makes it really clear if we want to do that. I'm
does
down with
make it
riding
clear.
just being sitting there with the straps.
Yeah,
but,
I mean
like,
that
if
makes
you
sense.
want
We're riding on the cart, like you gotta
Yeah.
know how to whip it.
Who is in charge? This is happening quickly.
Not me.
Bells
Keep
are.
in the pace.
Bell.
All right, Bell.
I don't
Riding
know if
check.
I have the writing. Okay.
Riding check. Whoever's there. I don't think anyone's done
Oh,
that.
It's fair. The horse runs off into the woods. Oh,
The
man.
wheels all just fall off. Okay, go again.
Oh my god.
Again.
What the
Again.
fuck?
Again, Bell. Roll again.
Oh no.
3 despairs this session, by the way.
What
As
The
happened?
GM cackles.
What happened?
It's gonna end up
Oh my
being an
God.
evil campaign
Oh my
because of
God.
all of this episode right here. This session is gonna be
Tell us.
pivotal.
Okay.
What happened?
So, as you're whipping.
And what's the advantage?
What's the
the double upgrade twice into a despair.
I
Okay.
am disappointed in all of us. Capo's just sitting there with his arms crossed
Alright.
on one of the barrels, like,
So you the carriage starts moving.
He blows the engine. He forgot to change the gears.
Dude, you throw a piston.
is that the name of the horse?
Yeah, piston. No, so that
That's a cute ass name for a horse.
That is a great horse name, honestly. Like piston's a great horse name. Like
That's the advantage. We named it.
so the horse doesn't like keel over or die or anything, and you guys are making your way to town. You're moving. It's relatively fast. Bell's just kind of like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Oh god.
You guys don't necessarily see anything wrong.
Oh,
You're
shit,
on-
this is
you're
gonna
on
be
your-
back later.
You're on your way to town in a hurry, and we're gonna take a break. And another hour. I need a minute.
This session has gone no way like any of us wanted it to. At
Be
all.
right back.
Not at all.
All right, we'll be right back, folks.
The dice have been aggressively
character, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yep.
you guys have
Yeah, we
either
need
of
both.
those.
I have the intellect.
Oh man.
Alright, give me a
Where are you
second.
healing everybody then?
Do blood
Medicine
magic.
checks. If you have
Who has the
intellect,
healing stone?
In my backpack.
Okay.
It can only be used once a day, I believe, though. I mean, I've been healing people with magic. Like,
yeah, I know, but like a medicine check of at least got me.
I have 3 in.
More.
And I don't have anything in
Yeah, I guess-
medicine or... I have 1 in mechanics, but nothing in medicine because I've been planning on using my divine, which I have 2 ranks in, to heal people.
So that despair didn't happen right now.
You just don't know what it did. It seemed like you guys trundled away on a car.
I think we
Just give me a sec.
I
give me a
think we
sec.
should abandon the cart.
Doing that
I don't
plates
feel
on
good
it or
about it.
anything, Bell.
I know, but the idea is we're gonna be on the
It's
main
not
road.
traceable. It's a car.
lights are hot.
It's pretty damn traceable.
It's got a hot
They're like,
plate.
hey, we're looking for 4 people.
There's no
They
tracker
stole
in
a
Piston's
carriage
foot.
and horse.
Dude, they got Piston's description. You gotta paint. You gotta paint that horse.
Yeah, yeah.
It's branded on his.
I'm just
inner
saying
thigh.
it's gonna stick out.
Yeah, dude, it's
We're
the
taking
side
the main road.
of He's got Piston.
We're gonna be easily found.
No, it's just the brand of a metal piston, and people are like, "What is that?" Engines aren't invented. Okay, one sec.
God damn it, dude.
Yeah, just you wouldn't know of people being tracked by their cart in a horse. It's not
Not
really
what
a
I'm
thing.
worried about.
Okay,
I'm worried
that's
about like
okay.
running into people on the main road.
You guys are on one of the biggest trade routes, but news does only travel as fast as news can travel.
We'd just be like, if I don't know, we don't know which direction are we headed in.
I don't know which direction did you guys head in. East or west are the options on this road.
West to go toward water again. Gulfport or whatever it's
We're
called.
gonna steal a boat and just take off.
You've got Tide's Reach on one side and Corin on the other.
Yeah. What's the? Do we roll a roll a 2-sided
You guys
dice?
can pick. You'd have been like, you'd have known which way is which.
Oh man.
Which way? We can start back up.
We hadn't talked about this. Like we
Are we
talked
back
about
on?
planning on talking about it.
Are we back on stream?
Yeah, we're streaming.
Oh.
Okay, so as you guys get going, which way direction? Give me direction, Bell. You're in charge. You're driving this fucking thing.
Yeah, Bell, hurry up.
East or west? Go. You had to make a split-second decision.
Inland, east.
Okay, so you're going. You got it. It's at a quick trot. Probably 7 miles an hour, a brisk pace. And you kind of go down the woods. You get a few hundred yards. I mean, it's very early dawn, so it's not a busy time. But you're down around a few bends, and probably after 10 or 15 minutes, you guys have covered a mile or two, a little over a mile. All right, you guys are in a cart, clopping along a muddy road.
Oh, that didn't quite go as I had planned.
No, I thought we were going to be able to bring some people to justice and clear our names, but it seems at this point we're four nucks in a
On
cart.
the run.
Shit, what wound am I at?
One,
1? Okay.
Revive gets you back up to 1.
and we're all fucked up.
You guys are all fucked up.
As we're like, the adrenaline wore off, I was looking at one of these barrels.
Left or right?
Left.
It's wheat. But it's wheat. It's a barrel of wheat.
He's celiac.
I reached my arm in and just kind of, maybe there's something in the wheat.
The left one?
The same one, yeah.
Yeah, it's wheat.
I put the lid back on and open the right one.
Yeah?
What's in it?
Upon a glance, it's wheat.
I put my arm in that one.
you stick your arm in and you feel the pokey grains poking against your arm, and as you dig down, you do feel a burlap sack.
Yes.
Oh, dude, those D4 came in. That second 50-50. You didn't get it with the first one.
Damn.
So that second barrel, you went back and got it.
Okay. And I go, ooh, I pull out the sack.
Oh.
It's heavy.
Oh.
Yeah, like the wheat falls all around it. Do you look inside?
Yeah, I take a peek.
It's a sack of silver coins.
How many?
A lot.
How many?
1,500.
Oh boy. Guys, I think I may have at least a few of our problems.
This dynamic is turned into very A-team.
Oh.
Well, what's with the wheat there, bud?
I just go like this.
Oh heck. Oh boy. That's gotta be at least 400.
I mean, I think it's
Do a
more than
knowledge
that.
adventuring check. I know how much wheat it was for.
Okay, yeah. Where are you from? Juhara?
Jawara, but my father is a trader, so
That's true.
my parents are
Okay.
merchants.
I'll give you a boost for that.
Alright. See how much that wheat is worth.
Most
Fair.
markets for a big barrel of wheat, you get about 45 silver.
Well,
A barrel of unrefined
for
wheat.
90 silver worth.
Oh god. Well,
Keep it down.
oh,
I'm gonna cuddle my rock
it's,
and sleep.
Yeah.
well, guys, we're about. Is it 2 weeks? GM, is it 2 weeks travel to Corin?
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks to the next major city.
Was
the
that
next
on foot?
anything. It's a long road. Yeah, probably on foot, but you're not going much faster than foot. You're probably going about foot speed.
For like
Like, you
12
can't-
days.
You can't keep up like the trot for very long. The horse is mostly there for not having to walk and carrying things.
Okay.
Also, the cart, I haven't made a thing, but if someone wants to keep track of notes, the cart can carry 25 encumbrance.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to the... If you guys want to keep
Well,
track of them.
Looks like we're headed to Corin. We're about a couple weeks travel out.
Oh well, I don't think I've got enough food to last me a couple weeks. I mean, I guess we could make some bread.
And hunt.
You can
try to hunt.
eat
I have a
raw
lot of food.
oats.
I have some jerky still that we can get a little bit, but we may have to stop and hunt.
Make some bread.
What encumbrance is each barrel?
The barrels are 4.
And what about us? 4
You
each.
guys,
4 per barrel, or 4 together?
4 each.
Okay.
They're big, like they're full heavy barrels.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you guys count as encumbrance. You guys can fit on there as well with 20. Like that's just, I'm not gonna worry about
Okay.
past. I'm considering it like a cargo hold in Star Wars, but you know, it's not a ship with a cargo hold. It's a fucking cart.
I'm literally, I'm putting it into my vehicle sheet right now. Name, part.
Horse, piston.
Whole type class. No, name is going to be piston, and then the whole type and class is going to be uncovered cart.
I'll add I have some stuff I can add items, and there are animal profiles and stats on them, and I can go fetch a basic horse
Okay.
later on at a later date.
Okay.
Well, guys, we have some coin.
I can make a character sheet used by everybody that's just called piston.
Yes, please.
We have some coin. we are wanted now for probably 4 murders.
And
we took the only
torture of 2 children.
we took the only proof that
We still have the proof that exonerates
You have
us.
proof, though.
We do have the proof. Well,
Something to keep in the back of our minds, but I'm not sure the best course of travel is just the main road.
I agree with you.
So what? We ditch the cart and piston? I like piston.
It might be worthwhile to keep a horse with us.
We could keep the horse. It'd walk with us pretty where we can go.
Do we just have a horse
But the
now?
cart, I
that we-
just...
Yeah, I'll make a character
Yeah,
sheet
no, he
with
can still carry
the
some
horse
stuff,
later
man.
on.
They
Yeah.
have like a saddle or anything?
No, there's not a. You guys got like a bit.
No
and tackle.
saddle?
No, you hook it
You
to
You
a
might be able
cart.
to fasten some stuff to it with
Yeah,
leather
but-
straps.
Leather
there's
straps.
leather
Dude,
straps.
how many straps you got left? I don't know how many you got.
Dude, he's got at least 30, I think.
So we need to make a decision. Like now that we're a little ways down the road from Stonesbrook, we need to figure out what we're gonna do here, because
I
we
say
are
we-
going to be wanted in some regard.
Well, I'm gonna have to get new armor, probably. We should all get new clothes.
Bell
I'm
is
going to-
carrying
Yeah.
armor, and someone's carrying. Cannon's carrying the stealth armor.
I think that I would imagine that armor that I got from Krell is somewhat damaged.
Yeah, it was.
Not,
a
it
mine.
was, it was minorly damaged, but that's not too hard to repair.
I'm going to have to cut my hair and dye it because I have like fucking white ass hair that's really long. So
Do you not think the facial scarring is more of the issue?
Well, I don't know who saw it. I mean, most of the people that saw it that knew that we were the culprits are dead.
Except for the kids and Elma and old Cobb.
Yeah, well,
Look,
But they don't really
Everyone,
know
when you
we
guys
did.
went to the churches, to the funeral,
They could assume, but they don't really know because the only person that really saw was Darkness, and he's
he left with Elma.
well,
Yeah,
guys,
that's
I
true.
just counted up the coin sack. There's 1,500 silver in here, so we each get 375. And
Wait, sorry, how much was that?
375. I'm just sitting in the back of the cart, splitting it up, and I'll,
oh, I forgot the gold ingot too.
Oh, and then my other 50.
oh yeah.
Put your gold ingots in there.
Somebody can do a price check on those, but I don't know. That would be the best.
give it a shot
probably.
of.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, despair comes in.
Alright, Belle, go for it.
You drop
Oh,
the bar
Jesus.
of gold. It falls out of the cart.
Oh, he saw him pick it up.
Okay.
Thank fuck.
Belle, you're not 100% sure, but you think bars of gold, like a standard gold ingot of this size, is a pretty common way of trading high value goods, and each of these is probably worth around 1,000 silver.
Like it.
Well, we have the coin now.
Maybe 1,000 silver.
We could stop in Corian or keep going. And I
Might
don't
be a
know.
good idea to get us away from.
I know isn't so. Would I know that is Stonesbrook under like a jurisdiction of Corian?
Corn is generally ruled by the kingdom and the way the laws are kind of done, it's like even the smaller things have a constable, but then they even have to report. And like if you were going to have a trial out in a small remote place, like Stonesburg is about as remote as civilization gets, while still being civilization, they would have to send a request to get a judge, a traveling judge, to come out and go all the way out there and judge the case.
But would that judge come from Corin or from the coast?
It would come from one of the bigger cities, Corin or Tides Reach, but
do we know which
jurisdiction
it's in?
There's not jurisdiction so much, it's just kind of a request.
Okay.
They're equidistant, so you have to make your best guess. It's about the same time to get to either one from Stonesburg. Stonesburg's just out in the middle. It doesn't even deserve a map. A thing on a map.
Well, we could stop in Corin and figure out a next. I mean, if we don't have to, we've got another 2 weeks in the car. We could. I don't know. I just left Corin a month ago, so I don't need to stop there. But
Would Cap One know what Corin is?
Probably you'd have heard of it. On your travels on the boat, you'd have heard people talking about it. I don't know. It's one of the capital cities of the mainland. It's like the biggest empires. So, if you'd heard of any city in Corin, it would be Corin. Like you'd have heard of the Kingdom of Corin.
and out of character, did we talk about going to the Imperial City, or was that just something we talked about out of character?
I think that might have been on our chat session.
Yeah, it was.
So, have at it.
So,
You guys got a lot of decisions to make right now. Might as well do them all in character.
So, what do we do now?
I don't know. I tried to do what I thought was right, and it just turned out to be wrong.
Well,
I think we should rest. Pull up into the trees.
It's probably been 2 miles, 3 miles by now. You guys have been chatting and counting.
well, I think we should keep moving. Get as far away as we can.
Yeah, we should go for another several miles. 5 miles.
I mean, really only one person has to be awake while this cart's going. And the horse will get tired.
We're a little more tired than the horse at this point, though.
Right, but I'm saying I guess you can't do a 24-hour movement like you could in, say, like a vehicle. Because, you know, the horse is a living creature.
Ooh, we could just take shifts like we normally do when we sleep, and just keep the horse going.
Okay. Cannon should rest for sure. His head's pretty banged up. And then I'm pretty tired too.
I don't know if keep car, like, I think maybe we should try to lay low. Maybe we should take the horse. Like, is there a way we can pull the cart off and maybe hide it?
I mean,
Rest.
it's a road through not like thick woods, but like it's like a mix between like grassy and trees. You know,
Yeah.
the trees are like it's still like a forest, but it's not a thick forest. You know, trees every 20 feet. But you're on a road that's like definitely a road. It's 25, 30 feet wide.
Yeah.
Like easily 2 carts going past each other.
I think
Worn
we
hard,
should-
packed dirt.
We could travel through the night.
This is like morning
The
though?
horse is gonna be
Yeah,
able to
it's
go
like
that
6
far.
a.m. right now.
We should we should travel through the night and rest on the cart because we don't want anybody from Stonesbrook to catch up to us.
That's a good point. But the horse is probably gonna have to stop eventually.
Let's just go until the horse it gets tired, and then,
Yeah, that's
then
good.
we'll
Good
pull
call.
off.
Well,
I would like to rest as well during this first leg.
I can take the first watch, I guess.
Okay, so I would rest as well.
Okay. How long? It's not like... How long is your thing? The horse can probably do about 12 hours of active traveling before it needs to break.
Then let's do that.
So, that's... You guys can all get full rests for, like, we'll call it 8 or 6 is what it's been.
Oh, thank you.
That's full strain, right?
And 1 wound.
So whoever's got the rock, it's full.
Oh, yeah.
I am up and at 'em.
But yeah, so it's full strain and 1 wound for everybody else. But the rock is pretty glorious. Kid wakes up from his nap.
I'm looking a little bit better.
Great. Cap 1, as you're going down this road,
Oh, great.
you hear your friends sleeping. I don't know if anyone's a snorer after this. I feel like Cannon's probably out pretty aggressively, so there might be some snores coming.
Yeah, that's me trying to breathe.
Got some sleep apnea from that blow he took to the head.
Seriously.
As you're traveling down the road, you get this moment of solitude. Probably the longest time since you came into contact with this group, of being awake by yourself and just being alone with your thoughts. And as you're traveling, you start to picture the things that happened in Stonebrook, the lives that you guys have taken, the blood spilled, and the kobolds, and the spiders, and the people. And every now and then, like in the more gruesome cases, you flash back to the tower in the desert, seeing the blood and the gore, and you just kind of ride alone with your thoughts, thinking about what's all past. After about 6 hours, people start waking up. Yeah, you don't run into anybody, anything like that. It's about noon. Sun's up in the air, everybody starts getting up. Cannon is looking fucking fantastic.
But great.
Got his beauty rest.
Does that mean my criticals healed too, or no?
No, the criticals effects, I think, for your crits. I don't know. What are they?
Yeah, it's just
It
increased
was per
difficulty.
encounter thing, so...
Yeah, so those don't affect you anymore, but you still have them. They still have to be healed.
Gotcha, okay. So they're not in effect.
But they're not effective anymore, correct. But, so say if you were to take another one, the bonuses from taking crits still have.
Oh, understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm too zoned out to notice that people are waking up. I'm
Yeah,
in that state of mind. I'm in that state of mind that I was on during my 3-year-long vision quest, where I'm just like,
And it's not even like you have to drive a horse. Like, the horse will walk on the path.
yeah,
It's not like a car.
I'm almost like unconscious. I'm like living in the past. Like I'm in my memories, basically. I'm fully enveloped in them at this point, just sitting there with the reins in my hand.
Oh, I guess I'll get up. I'll walk over.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna get up and go to the front with him. I don't know if there's an extra seat up.
It's just like a plank along
Like a
the front.
plank,
It's probably
okay.
like 5 feet wide. It's like 5 feet across the front, and then maybe 2 feet forward, and it's just like a supported ridge to sit on.
Okay, and I'll let the rock sit on my lap, soaking up the sun or whatever. I turn to Cap One and I notice that he's out of it. I kind of just like tap him on the.
Oh,
We did. Oh,
ooh, oh.
You
What time
okay?
is it?
I don't know. The sun's right above us, so guessing around day.
Oh. Boy, I've been out of it for a while.
Alright.
Come again?
You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm tired. I need to rest. You mind?
No.
Kind of
go
like
ahead.
just put the reins in his face or in his
Yeah.
lap, and I'll just roll back off the plank into the back of the cart. Like I just roll back off of it, and
His feet are still up on the.
Yeah.
His like calves are resting on the rim now, and he's just like leaned back.
Yeah, pretty much. and I'm out. So I get 1 wound and full strain. As long as I don't wake up in the next 6 hours.
Yeah.
Correct.
I just have, since I've awoken, I've just sat up and have my notebook out, and I'm just scribbling down. Still in the bed of the cart, though.
Okay. So you guys still really haven't talked much about where you're going.
The Corin's just on this road, right, Castus?
I mean, yeah, just for another 2 weeks.
It's just down the road.
So we've got time.
Yeah, loads.
Would I know if horses eat wheat?
I was gonna feed the horse wheat too.
Horses, yeah, generally eat cereal crops, so
The Cheerios and Lucky Charms and all that.
yeah. You have to process them into O shapes before it'll touch it.
I have to cut off the crust off his bread too. God damn it. How are you feeling, Castus? Doing okay?
Yeah, I'm still a little banged up.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Good to get some rest though. How are you doing?
I'm like stretching with the reins. Feel much
The
better.
horse
but-
kind of zigzags.
I'm okay.
Since he's engaged conversation, I close my notebook and go to sit up next to him.
You kind of push over Keplin's legs off the side, and he just kind of fetal positions up.
What are we gonna do about all this?
Well, have to let it settle. There's nothing really we can. We did good though.
We didn't. What's the difference if they think we're bad?
There is no difference, but got rid of KB and Crow. And we're bound to be casualties.
Yeah, Bonnie didn't have to be one.
Nope. So did Isaac.
True.
Now you are awake. Okay. I was just letting you know.
Yep. Wake. I heard that.
Well, how do we handle situations when they're just gonna fight to the death on?
Supposed to tend to avoid those situations in the first place. I mean, he's right. We killed 3 people in their town without any definite proof what they've done.
Well, we knew KB and Crow were on the ill side of the fence, but
He did. They didn't.
yeah. Just trying to think if what we did was worth it or not.
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean,
Is it still a good deed if everyone thinks you've done bad?
the good deed was always hidden. They're never gonna.
Maybe you're right.
But they won't notice either way. So
My whole family lives in Corin, and I don't think we should stop there to see them right now. I can't.
well, we don't need to stop there. Right
So we
through.
go then.
I don't think I can look my parents in the eye after knowing I've murdered that Barney and Isaac are in my wake.
They were bound to kill us if we didn't do anything, Cass.
I understand.
Right.
Fell from the back. Right.
All right, so you guys keep going on towards the rest of the day, and the sun starts to get in the afternoon. You start to notice the horse is panting a little harder, and it's got a sheen on it. It's sweating. You keep going. You can push it harder, but you can tell that it's starting to get tired.
Okay. Before it gets like too tired, I guess I'll pull it over to the side, I'll walk it around. If it needs to eat up the grass, I'll let it.
You'd have found a creek or something to stop at, to just water the horse and give it a rest. But
I want to brush it and pat it. I'm gonna love the horse.
What do you guys think about keeping this cart or not?
Are there any signs?
Probably the only way.
no, it's just a plain cart. It's a very, very basic.
Say we keep it.
Except for the serial number.
What'd you say, Bill?
Under the hood.
It's the only way we can transport valuable
Okay.
that much, but
You're still cutting in and out a little bit, I think.
Yeah,
To just describe the area, it's kind of an open, wooded, pine needles and like big oak trees. They're a relatively large space. It's got some short grasses, patches. It kind of alternates between like fields, and you're getting towards more of an open kind of prairie area. Corn is very much kind of like the Midwest and like grasses and like big prairies, and it farms a lot and stuff. So the off-trail terrain does look doable, but it would take longer. There's creeks and stuff that run through. You guys can fill up water. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll fill up my water.
You guys have canteens and stuff. I know you have some items.
yeah, I'll do that too.
Castus would know that like there are rivers and like it's just like picture like a very Midwest biome, kind of where you are.
Am I awake?
Yeah, at this point you're awake. You're rested as well. Take your heals.
Yeah.
You guys are kind of resting at this small, off to the side, maybe like 40, 50 feet off to the side of the road. Cannon pulled over, and there's a creek that's maybe 15 feet wide. 6 inches deep or something. Going through. Horses drinking.
While we're here, I would like to try to heal people over the course of the next several hours.
Okay.
I'm going to start off by healing everyone's criticals.
Ooh.
I don't have one.
Cannon has 2.
I have one, I thought.
Oh yeah, no, you have 1.
You have 1? Okay.
Wait, I thought someone else had 1.
I have 2.
Oh, that's who has 2.
Okay, so Cannon, Clay, GM,
Yep.
Master of Thül, do you have my 3 purple in there?
I do.
So I'll walk over to Cannon, and I'll say, well, you look pretty well rested, but your head still looks a little messed up. Mind if I
No, go
hand
ahead.
at it?
I'll just show him my head.
I'll put my hands on both sides of your head. Where is my shit?
Alright, so take 2 strain and you can choose for 2 of those to take 2 strain or 1 wound.
I'll take a
And
wound.
then Kanan, take a strain. Took some out of you.
And then I'm gonna heal myself as well.
Okay. Alright. You guys see Cap1 go over and has some glow, and he kind of focuses, says some words under his breath, and Kanan, your head starts to feel a lot better, and the throbbing that was still like very present but faint is gone now, and you guys see, well, I don't remember what your wounds were, but you guys see Cap1 sit back and focus, and there's kind of like an energy, a glow around him. There's a presence, and after a few minutes, he kind of opens his eyes. Looks a little refreshed.
And then I guess I'll go and try to heal Castus and Bells some of their wounds.
And take 2 strain or a wound for each of those threat. For those other 2 ones. And take 4 strain for the casting of 2 spells.
And I'm going to, I guess I'll do Castus first. It'll just be an easy heal.
Okay. Three wounds for Castus, 2 strain for the spell. Yep.
And then Bell.
Alright, so 2 strain, and as you go over to Bell, you seem to be kind of tapped out.
Yeah, I'm just tired. Sorry, Bell. My apologies.
Okay, I'll take care of Bell.
I bet you will.
Just hum a little ditty as I place my hand above him. Or her.
You can do an additional target for free with your songs. That's the bard thing. You can do additional targets for free.
Sure, why not? The whole crew.
You can do 1 additional target for free. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'll do Cap 1 because he.
Alright.
Well, appreciate it there, bud.
First, right?
Yep. Alright, so take 2 strain for the spell. You guys heal 2 wounds, 3 wounds, I guess. We'll take the triumph into an air wound. Or double it for the triumph. Fuck it. Don't hold me to this rule, but we're not in combat, it doesn't matter. The song was great.
This is a little hum action.
But the tonal color
Oh, that was
superb.
That was beautiful, Ken. I'm over here like clapping along with it.
Offbeat.
Yeah, way off beat.
He claps on the 2s and 4s.
That's still on beat.
I know, but it's wrong. It feels wrong.
It does feel wrong. Okay.
I clap on 2 and the and of 4.
Oh god.
Yeah, so it's a 1. This is really fucked up.
Love it.
What the fuck? Alright, you guys are at a small little brook next to the road, healed up a little bit. The sun's starting to set. It's getting low in the sky to the west. It's at your back. What are you guys doing?
So, I told you guys earlier a little bit about myself, about my incident that left me this scar. Maybe I'll tell you more sometime. For now, now that we're out
Bait
here
and
and we've got some time, why don't you guys tell me a little bit about yourselves, huh? Or why don't we try to get to know each other a little bit better?
Maybe I'll tell you more about it later. But how about you guys?
we just
Sorry.
we just as a collective, we served justice, and as a collective, we killed 2 innocent. So I think it's about the time that we start learning a little bit more about each other.
We're criminals.
Well, yeah, I know that. Jesus. I mean, Kazradon. By Kazradon, I was there.
I don't. This is not the way I would like to live. I was trying to do something good, and now.
Let's take our minds off of it. Why don't you tell me about that sword you got? I notice it's very interesting. Normally when things die, I can feel their spirits or sense their spirits leave their bodies, but when you kill things, oh, it's very interesting. There is no spirit leaving the body. Very peculiar.
I'm not sure I quite fully understand what this is.
Oh, just some chit chat between fugitives.
What's a little chit chat between fugitives?
I mean,
Episode title.
She's like,
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, Cap One. I've taken a couple lives with this. I don't know. The sword kind of came upon to me not but a month ago, though it's pretty
is it
fresh.
from your god?
I don't
Gift?
I don't know. I found it in the Whispering Swamp.
I have no idea where that is. Is that close to here?
Not quite. I was stationed out on the edge of it.
the only person that maybe would have heard about is Cap One. We were trying to find a way past the.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna
barrier
say,
peaks.
That's just south of the peaks, if I recall my school as a child correctly.
And you would know that it's considered to be haunted and full of vengeful spirits and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I woke from a dream one night while I was stationed there. I was in charge of the outpost. Since I've been in the military for so long, they let me in to look after these new recruits at these outposts. And I woke one night to this voice. I didn't really feel like I was awake, but I guess I was. Felt more like a dream. And I walked out to the swamp and I reached my hand down in after this glow and pulled this out.
Ooh. Yeah. Did it call to you, or?
I heard a voice, but I like I said, I thought I was sleeping. It felt like I was sleeping until I actually grabbed it. I realized I was awake.
Well, that's odd, but not the oddest thing I've ever encountered.
Yeah. You might be the oddest thing I've ever encountered, Cap One.
Oh, well, when you've been through what I've been through, it changes a man.
I meant that in an endearing way. You're not so bad.
You either, Castus. You're a good criminal friend.
Please don't call me a criminal.
Oh, we're all...
I don't say it.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm just kidding. Well, looking at my food rations, we will have to stop in Corin for at least a day.
Yeah.
You can pick up
Actually-
supplies within.
Not a bad idea.
Wait, where are we headed to after that?
But no, this area, so. Ask you.
Are you guys staying on the road the whole way back?
I say we're still like off the road camping right now.
Right, but do you have a week's worth of journeying? Are you following the main road? I guess.
Yeah, let's
it's
just follow the main road.
Like you're like probably 50 feet off the side of the road, but I was just like, that's a point to decide.
We may want to take our time and stay off the beaten path. Will we be able to pull the cart with the horse off the road?
Yeah, it'll be slower, but it's like flat fields, so you like just it's harder to pull through.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after we pick up rations and coin, where should we go? I just left Corin a month ago to explore the world I've never seen before, and my first stop was Stonesbrook, and I you know, y'all know how that went, and
Yeah,
I don't think I should be making another decision here of where we should be going, but
this is my first time out of the Ghostwood. I don't really know what's out there where we could go. I
well,
guess.
what got you to leave the Ghostwood?
I was on a 3-year-long vision quest. What? Yeah, it sounds funny. Yeah.
That's what happened.
One night I heard a voice telling me to sneak back into my hometown after I was excommunicated from the church and board a ship. And the voice told me at the first docking of that ship that I would depart. And that's how I ended up in Stonesbrook.
Well then,
I don't know what I'm doing here. I just know that
were you running to something or away from something?
I don't know. My vision quest told me to board the ship and get off at the first docking. I did that, and I found myself in Stonesbrook, and I met you people. So I haven't heard anything since then from what I would assume is my god, Khosradot. Usually, the vision quests are meant to go and commune with your god and find purpose in life. But since then, I have not heard a word.
Well, Bell, Cannon, were you guys headed towards something?
Well, we could always go north into the woods and go back to the trace our steps. Or further, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not from around here either, so I'm not quite.
We could go back to the tower. We did talk about making that our
Have quite a bit of
base of
quite a
operation.
bit of money to buy supplies to fix it up.
I understand that, but it's
Too
right
close
next to
to
all
the
those
town.
spiders.
Well, we sealed off the good portion of it, didn't we?
No.
No, you just ran up into the tower and closed it, I think.
Ran away from it.
Okay. Well, that's the only other place that I've been on this side, so
Is there anything south or east of Corin, Castus, that we can go to?
There's the swamp, which I've never really gone too far in. Could be exciting or dangerous, I'm not sure. I know Trell is well south of Corin, but
I mean, there's various towns and stuff around.
you're right.
There's more than what's on the map. Those are just the big ones, but Corin's on kind of the line of the woods, which is where you guys went in.
There's things of note. There's the Imperial City.
Ooh.
I've
Well,
never been to,
what's
but I
there?
do. I'm never been.
Let's go then.
I do have all these books that.
You have a lot of books.
So everyone would pretty much know that the Imperial City is like pretty much the place in the world for magic. It is an old ancient city from constructed before the Shattering, thousands of years ago. That is the hub of magic education, and it's the biggest single like city. Has the tallest buildings. You would have heard rumors about it and things like that.
Okay,
And it's got
so-
the legendary school of arcane teaching, the Imperium.
Upon hearing the Imperial City, Cap1's eyes just kind of light up, and he goes, "Oh, okay. Well, we could go there. I've been."
That's.
Yes.
I would love to go there. I've been wanting to go there.
I
Came to this continent in the
Okay. Well then, maybe I can figure out what this sword is and what these books say in them if we go to the Imperial City.
Oh yeah, I've been looking into or wanting to find out exactly what happened in my incident.
Okay, so it's two of us researching. Going for research. Belle, what are you looking for in the Imperial City? Mic muted, maybe?
Belle, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Damn it. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. Research. I'm going to research one of the books and then some other things. My father told me. My father is an Imperial.
Okay. Alright, Cannon.
Heard great things. Sure, I can find some new instruments or weapons even.
Alright, a new instrument and research. Well, that doesn't make us sound like criminals, if we put it that way.
Good, good.
Well, we need to do great.
But how many bodies will be left in the wake?
Well, I guess that settles it then, crew.
Oren,
Stop in Corn for supplies, 1 day max, and off to the Imperial City.
So you guys set up camp for the night. The sun's setting after you have your meals, feed Piston, water Piston, and the next day you get back in. You guys taking the main path, or are you gonna go off the beaten path?
they want to go off the beaten path, so.
Out. Off the
I think-
beaten path.
I think it'd be safer for us until we get
Yeah.
past Corin.
Yeah.
Alright. So we'll end tonight as you guys load back up the cart, get back in, and start heading like east-southeast, slightly away from the road, and kind of more direct route, but less cleared towards Corin.
Oh,
That's where we will end this clusterfuck of
what a
a session.
shit show
Yeah.
this session.
How many XP points do we lose?
Everyone, please subtract 20 XP from your character. No, everybody can get 15. I'll add Piston as a character sheet, and you guys can see his
Yeah.
stats. I don't know if there's another sheet that's just cart.
I
We can
know I
make-
just made it in my character.
Yeah, we just have to figure out what we want to do.
That was great and at the same time terrible.
Yes,
I-
I agree.
Just,
It didn't go
Yeah.
how I planned it all either, guys.
yeah.
I
Wow.
think we were all caught off by surprise there.
So many
So many-
despairs. that-
Like in the despair on just getting a horse, like the double neutral to
I
a
might
double,
have to grab the
like,
talent.
again.
Can't we just talk about this?
Dude, I was gonna get that last time. I was gonna get it last time and I got something else.
Damn it.
Yeah, and then the despair on Barnabas, I was like, he's got to fight to the death now. Like, this is the despair. Like, how else do you interpret, right?
Oh man. All right.
Yeah,
It
that was a
interesting,
despair.
guys. It was interesting, to say the
That was
least.
great.
It was good,
Yeah, it was
but
a good
also
session, but it
awful.
sucked.
This is so the end of the prologue into the actual adventures of
We don't have a
whatever
party
this-
name yet, which is
There's
interesting.
not a party name yet. Piston is the name. We gotta.
I'm
you
sure
named
the,
something.
I'm sure the police and the locals will give us a name.
Oh yeah.
The names usually just by happen. Just kind of happen.
Yeah.
The Gravediggers.
The Gravediggers was so beautiful. Now you guys have a cart, so look out.
Oh, we didn't dig any graves, so
You guys didn't dig any graves. You just wrapped them up in cloth and you left a guy on a bar floor.
Could we be the mummificators?
I'm sure it'll happen.
All right.
Push it, guys.
We're just gonna be the 4 goats. Out.
Thanks, stream, for watching.
4 goats out's a good episode title.